In this tutorial, we will explore how to automatically generate form pages using Twidget. By creating these form pages, you can gather user input to create form objects, which can then be easily stored in your database or manipulated as needed. This functionality is versatile and can be utilized for various purposes, such as generating leads, retrieving customer information, managing message boards, and much more. For our example today, we will use a user's table to store the information collected from the form we generate. First, we have set up an endpoint using the endpoint CRUD generator, allowing us to add data directly into the user's table. This endpoint simply takes a body of data and saves it into that table. Now, let's create our page. We begin by navigating to the Pages tab and clicking on Create Page. Next, select Form from the available options. In this section, you'll notice three key fields: the endpoint to send form data to, the table we're using to generate the fields, and the specific fields to add to the form. Let's start by selecting the Save Data endpoint. After that, we'll confirm that the user's table is selected, which will populate the fields drop-down with the fields available in the user's table. From here, we can choose the fields that we want to include in our form. Keep in mind that each data type can correspond to a different input element. For instance, a text type field can be represented as a simple text input, an email input, or even a text box. In contrast, Boolean types can be displayed as a checkbox or a drop-down menu. Additionally, you have the option to create custom form fields that are not part of a table by clicking the Custom button at the top, but for this example, we'll stick with the table fields. Now, let's click Create to generate our form page. The form page has now been successfully generated. Let's open it to see what we have. You'll notice the fields we generated in the form, along with two message blocks, one for error messages and another to inform the user if their submission was successful. There's also a button that users will click to submit the form. Several page variables control which messages are displayed, and they also track if the submission is currently in process. A function has been created automatically, which is triggered upon submitting the form. This function will send the form data to the Save Data endpoint and store it in the database. It's also designed to show an error message if there are any issues, or a success message if the submission is successfully completed. Let's preview the page now and send some data. Great! The submission was successful. Now, let's navigate back to the user's table and refresh the page. You can see the form data we submitted as a new entry in the user's table. In summary, generating form pages in Twidget allows you to efficiently collect user data and manage it within your database. This process is seamless and opens up numerous possibilities for your application.